The speaker finds himself in a very strange situation. He is on the verge of spiritual enlightenment. He hears the murmurs of silence. This is an oxymoron. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which two contradictory elements are brought together, two opposing elements are tied together. Murmurs of silence. Silence means there is no sound. Silence means absolute stillness. Murmurs of silence. Murmur means a low noise, an almost inaudible voice. The speaker can hear the murmurs of silence. The silence is so powerful that it can impact the listener. The murmurs of silence cover the mind of the speaker completely. It is as if the mind of the speaker is immersed in a liquid called silence, or better still, murmurs of silence. The experience is somewhat like a luminous sleep. Luminous means shining, giving out light, bright. Sleep. Sleep is usually the time when your senses, when your capacities, when your abilities all take rest. But here it is not merely sleep, but luminous sleep, bright sleep, spiritually incandescent sleep. I know that you can find some contradictions in this poem, in this line, for example, as in the case of Murmurs of Silence. But I think we should not give too much importance to the logical mistakes and the contradictions in the poem. After all is said and done, the poem is about a spiritual quest, and spirituality is a realm beyond logic, beyond reason, even beyond words. Whispers from things beyond thought. The speaker is about to receive spiritual enlightenment. And enlightenment is something beyond thought, something beyond words. In Hindu spiritual literature, we repeatedly come across this kind of description, that the experience of the infinite is something beyond thought, is something beyond words. Words go towards it but return defeated because it cannot be described through words, it cannot be grasped through thought. Here, the speaker is waiting for enlightenment to arrive, and he hears whispers. There are indications that he is about to experience the infinite, the ultimate, the divine, in the secrecy, flame white forever. Please note that the poet has used a capital letter to begin the word secrecy. He has capitalized the first letter of the word secrecy because this is the ultimate secret, which is handed down from one spiritual guru to the next spiritual guru, which is handed down from one generation to the next in a spiritual parampara. The ultimate secret is the secret of spiritual enlightenment. It is the fire that burns in the heart of the person who receives it. And that part of the fire is white where it is hottest. Fire and flame are very common symbols for enlightenment in mystic literature. Mysticism is an attempt to establish direct contact with the divine. Mysticism is an effort to establish a personal rapport with the infinite. Mysticism is the experience of the ultimate, a direct experience of the ultimate. Sri Aurobindo is one of the greatest mystic poets to use the English language. One is tempted to compare and contrast the work of Aurobindo with the work of the English mystic poets like William Blake and William Wordsworth. And then we realize how much greater Sri Aurobindo is. Unscanned heights that reply seek from the inconscient deep. Scan means look carefully, study carefully, study carefully something or look carefully at something, especially something at a distance. Unscanned heights, the heights of enlightenment that cannot be scanned by a pair of binoculars or a telescope. That reply seek. They want a reply from the inconscient deep. Inconscient means unconscious, without enlightenment. The idea probably is that the heights of enlightenment, the peaks of enlightenment, seek a signal from the deep, from the person who is unenlightened, who has not experienced enlightenment so far, who desires enlightenment. Enlightenment comes only to those who seek it. The heights of enlightenment, the peaks of enlightenment require a signal from the person without enlightenment. Enlightenment will not come to him who does not seek it, who does not search for it, who does not want it. Traditionally, in English poetry, deep means sea, deep means ocean, and here it probably stands for the sea of unenlightenment. A person who is immersed in the sea, who has sunk himself in the sea of unenlightenment, has to send a signal to the peaks of enlightenment in order to receive it. I am reminded of a very famous passage from the Holy Bible. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and thou shalt find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto thee. Matthew 7:7.